Welcome back, everyone. Chris here at Good Soil Nursery. Today, I'm going to be telling you about the Elatum group of delphiniums. There are many other groups of delphiniums out there. However, I'm going to be starting with the Elatum group. The Elatum group encompasses English Delphiniums, the Pacific hybrid delphiniums, and the blue fountain group of delphiniums, along with their associated series. Now, Elatums have an upright hollow stem. I'm looking over at my delphiniums over here. You can probably see some behind me too. With a flower spiral that goes up the stem with beautiful prominent blooms. They're a real treat. If you've never seen one, never grown one, you need to go either see one or grow one. I mean, I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. They also have, the foliage is large, it's lobed. That is not the most important characteristic though. It is the form and color of the flower. That's what we're looking for in the Elatum group of delphiniums. Now the Elatum group, they're derived from a delphinium from the European Alps. And after all the crossbreeding throughout the generations, it caused the Elatum group of delphiniums to have 4 sets of chromosomes instead of 2 sets of chromosomes like all the other groups of delphiniums. Now the Elatum group having 4 sets of chromosomes though, you have increased plant vigor and you have bigger flowers as well. Kind of a trade-off, which if you're trying to crossbreed with a delphinium with 2 sets of chromosomes compared to the Elatum group which has 4, if you're trying to get certain characteristics, it's possible. It is possible. I've read about it, but it is kind of a pain. So if you have the time or the means, you can do it. But the Elatum group does have increased vigor with extremely beautiful flowers. They're really beautiful. Now, the English delphiniums were selected for their perenniality, and they are also propagated vegetatively, not by seed. You can grow them from seed, however, you will not get the same plant, only by vegetative propagation. Now, Pacific hybrids, watching a bee fly by me. They're an American delphinium closely related to the English delphiniums. Now, the man that created the Pacific hybrid strain, he was planning to be able to propagate them vegetatively. However, due to economic considerations and his Pacific hybrid strain at the time having a breakout of Aspergillus disease caused by leafhoppers, squashed that, so he decided to just propagate by seed. Now, Frank Reinelt, the man that developed the Pacific hybrid strain, interesting man. There's thumbs down below me. He's a cat in the neighborhood. Extremely friendly. Likes to hang out with me in the garden once in a while. But Frank Reinelt, he was a Czechoslovakian immigrant coming to the US. And before that, he was the gardener for the Queen of Romania before coming here. Now, when Frank arrived in California, he ran across a Blackmore Langdon delphinium. It inspired him so much that he decided to develop his own strain of delphinium or group of delphinium. And in 1926, he created the Pacific hybrid strain after he set up shop in Capitola, California. I hope I said that right for you people that live there, or anyone else that knows how to pronounce it, please let me know. But what Frank Reinelt did is he got seed from a Vanderbilt at the time, which was he was a delphinium enthusiast. He collected seed from Blackmore Langdon, which is a delphinium specialist that's still around. A man named Walton Samuel, and also a man who had the strain Hoodacre White, Charles Barber, which is how Frank Reinelt got the white into the Pacific hybrid strain. Now, Frank Reinelt used an extremely vigorous process. It lasted for 25 generations. what he would do is he would plant out 5,000 seedlings of every color strain. And for the most popular strain, he would plant out 10,000 seedlings. And what he would do is the least desirable plant he would just get rid of. The most desirable, he would collect all that seed and then plow that plant under, never to be seen again. Then he'd go ahead and plant out that seed that he collected and just keep that process going. Now, and he did an extremely good job. The Pacific hybrid strain is beautiful, and he was one heck of a delphinium grower. He really was. However, the Pacific hybrids, there is a little bit of criticism with them, that they're not reliably perennial, which is true. But if you can accept that they're meant to be grown as annuals, and that give you beautiful flowers in a few months' time, you know what? I don't see anything wrong with that. However, if you do see something wrong with that, you know what? There are other delphiniums out there that suit your needs. Now, the bigger issue is after 50 years is the development of the Pacific hybrid color lines have stopped. And that the plants that are now offered, you know, they're poor quality, and they bear little resemblance to their predecessors. That is the bigger issue. However, they are, even despite that, they are holding their own. You see them everywhere. And you know, it's just something that comes with the passage of time. They're still beautiful. However, it's too bad that that vigorous process wasn't maintained. Now, for the Blue Fountain group, the Blue Fountain group was developed by a man named Frank Gould in the early 1950s. Excuse me. However, he did not release them until 1978. And what he did is he took seedlings from the Pacific hybrids that were short, they had whippy stems, and then he crossbred them with English cultivars, coming out with a Blue Fountain group of delphinium. Now, you can still find Blue Fountain group seed available. However, most of that strain has been developed into the Magic Fountain delphinium or Magic Fountain group, which you also see, I'd say, in most plant nurseries today. Well, that wraps up this video for the Elatum group of delphinium. Like I said, there are a few other groups out there. I will discuss them, but that's all for today, folks. So thank you for joining me, and until next time, bye-bye.